In 2011, U.S. federal agents opened a case against a single object, a white, jewel-encrusted glove that once belonged to Michael Jackson. Its price tag, $275,000. But the question is, who is the owner? Not a collector, not a museum. The vice president of one of the poorest countries on Earth. His government salary was under $100,000 a year, but his Michael Jackson collection alone was worth almost $2 million. And when investigators finally came for it, someone tried to smuggle the glove out of the country before they could take it. This is how that happened, and how it ended. Picture Malibu in the mid-2000s, a hillside estate on Sweetwater Mesa Road, bought for tens of millions of dollars, guest houses, a tennis court, an infinity pool that spills toward the Pacific. Outside, a fleet of cars waits Lamborghinis, Maseratis, a brand new Ferrari. At the private airfield, a Gulfstream jet sits ready to fly him anywhere. In his home capital, Malibu, locals just call him the young minister who throws money around like it's nothing. On paper, this looks like an oil tycoon's life. So why doesn't the math work? Here's the problem. Teodorin Obiang wasn't a businessman. He was a government minister, first agriculture and forestry, later vice president. His official salary was under $100,000 a year. In 2010, the U.S. Senate ran the numbers. They found over $110 million had moved into the United States between 2004 and 2008. It passed through lawyers. It passed through bankers. It passed through escrow agents, and none of them asked where it came from. So if the money didn't come from a government salary, where did it actually come from? The answer starts with the country itself. Equatorial Guinea has fewer than 2 million people. It also sits on some of the richest oil reserves in West Africa. Since the 1990s, that oil has brought in billions. And yet, by the World Bank's own numbers, most of the population still lacks reliable clean water and electricity. One family controls almost all of it. Teodorin's father seized power in a 1979 coup. He's ruled ever since. Teodorin didn't rise on merit. He was handed a ministry post and a national timber concession while still in his 20s. In a country where his family's name was the law, no one was ever positioned to ask him a question. So what did investigators actually find? In October 2011, the Department of Justice filed 2 civil forfeiture complaints. One targeted the Malibu mansion. One targeted the Ferrari. One targeted the Michael Jackson memorabilia. A separate filing in Washington, D.C. targeted the Gulfstream jet. Assistant Attorney General Lanny Brewer put it plainly. Teodorin amassed over $100 million on a salary that never came close. It was, prosecutors said, a government minister, a checkbook, and a financial system that mostly looked the other way. 2 governments, 1 glove, 1 jacket, 1 jet, all named in the same case file. Here's the part that should worry you more than the glove does. Teodorin didn't invent a scheme. He used a system that already existed. Anonymous shell companies in states like Delaware let buyers purchase property without ever signing their own name. For years, that made the U.S. one of the easiest places on Earth to turn stolen public money into a beach house or a pop star's glove. Regulators would later call this case one of the clearest examples they'd ever seen. Now put the 2 numbers side by side. Over $100 million in alleged corruption moving through one family, and a country where that same family still controls the oil ministry, the military, and the presidency itself. There's no opposition strong enough to demand an answer. There's no free press insisting on one. The money that could have built hospitals never got a vote. Then, in 2011, Teodorin's own lawyer made investigators a promise. No assets would leave the United States while the case was under seal. It didn't hold. An employee named Emmanuel Asamo was quietly sent to Malibu with one job: get as much of the Michael Jackson collection out of the country as possible. A man who could pay cash for a mansion was now trying to fit a glove into a suitcase. Did it work? This case was never really about a glove. It was a test. Could the United States, after decades as a safe harbor for stolen foreign wealth, actually take that wealth back? The Kleptocracy Asset Recovery Initiative was built to answer exactly that question. Teodorin was its highest-profile target yet. In 2014, Teodorin settled. He forfeited $30 million, less than a third of what prosecutors first sought. He admitted to nothing. He kept the jet. He kept most of the gloves. It took until 2021 for any of that money to reach anyone at all. $19.25 million went to COVID vaccines. $6.35 million went to medical supplies. Both, finally, bound for Equatorial Guinea. Today, Teodorin Obiang is still vice president of the country his father has ruled for over 4 decades. The glove was seized. He never was. This is one case, out of hundreds like it, sitting in court filings nobody reads. Before this, I exposed the dark side of Dubai and London, and this mission will not stop here. And if you want the next one, it's already waiting. Subscribe to The Dark Map and I'll find it.